It is a pretty hot late summer afternoon here in the South Bay as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Baltimore Ravens and the San Francisco 49ers. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from Santa Clara. From his end zone, Wilson. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Ready. Fight, 97.
Throwing first play is Lance. Man open, that's Ray McCloud. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now former 6th-round pick, it's Elijah Mitchell. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Lance. And he's got the hook up to McCloud. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
They get 14 yards, but not enough for the 1st down due to the previous penalty. First carry now for the LSU alum, Ty Davis-Price. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. They fake the handoff. Now Lance rolling to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. Ooh, with a juke. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives him a 1st and 10. They'll go again with Dobbins. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Throwing is Jackson. Touchdown! Mark Andrews, 28 yards. And the Ravens are on the board here first in the season opener. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From his end zone, Wilson. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they were in field goal range last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Pass complete.
Here we go.
But no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats. Throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no yardage.
Okay.
And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Ready?
Davis Price on 1st and 10. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Tanner Muse with it.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down. Another run here with Dobbins. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Jackson from the shotgun. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the 49ers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points are given away? It could cost them a ball game.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20.
Hey, red, white, 52 blaster. Ready.
Lance now to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Ready, break. So
after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. And this complete to Mitchell. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 18 yards, first down Niners.
Hey, go steal.
Davis Price up the middle. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Adafe Owe there on the tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Lance. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity. There he goes, left side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 73 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Drive starts with a run by Davis Price. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. First down, and they go right back to Davis Price. And he is going to lose yardage here. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Off of play action, here's Lance. Out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. To throw, it's Lance. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he stay?
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Come on,
this offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And Lance going to throw. It's caught. Mitchell. And he'll be brought down at the 27. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. He's going to go up top for the end zone. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, 27 yards. And the Niners are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it, and they'll take it out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here. And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. Throwing again on second down. Jackson, looking for Andrews downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, Jackson. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. And Jackson throwing once more. He'll find Bateman once more. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Lance. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it. That's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now.
Touchdown! John Ross, as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. And they'll accept that penalty. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. They'll keep it on the ground again here. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. Now a signal and a timeout call. as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on the way to a lopsided victory.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. He's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. To try again after the sack. Jackson steps away to his left. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Okay, so roughing the passer, and I've got to imagine that's the last thing you want to see week 1 as your quarterback taking an unnecessary hit.
I think you're exactly right about that. You hate it any week, but boy, are you on target.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 15 yards. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From his end zone, Wilson. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Ready?
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Got his target, Samuel. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A give left side for Davis Price. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now a play fake. Lance. They'll roll him out right. And he he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. David Ojabo running in to take him down. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Faster.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here. Punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away. Let your defense take over with better field position.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception's really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Down. Black ultra. You, yellow. Red, cycle. Ready.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lance. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff. Back now here in Santa Clara.
Come on, set.
And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Throwing on 1st down is Lance. Forced out to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Okay, ready?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the gun, it's Lance. Over the middle, that's caught by McLeod. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. On play action, Lance. This is caught. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Steal. Check steal. Ready?
Davis Price will score. Touchdown, 49ers. But this opening game has certainly not gone their way at this point. But, yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They can definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they put in a lot of backups to do it and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to get them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
141 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
Here we go.
Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their own 15. Lance looking to throw it. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Kyle Hamilton picks it. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because
Dobbins hit, and he fumbles. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he's got room. Oh, look at the juke. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, I mean, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an intercept, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 2nd down and 8. Shotgun now for Lance. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Vedvik now for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Jackson going to keep it running right. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Wait a second. They declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how any time you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. always take the football.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And that's a rare.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it. I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Even with a big lead here in the fourth, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.